Hey, do you have a product, service, or business that you really want to put in front of someone, but you don't want to offend them? I want to help you with that, and I'm going to give you some quick little tips that you can do to put your business, your products, or whatever service that you're offering in front of those people where you may just get that yes. And this is something that can really help you talk to more people. And these are really quick, simple tips. My name's Christine, and I've been in network marketing now for almost 9 years. As an entrepreneur, I work with Team Beachbody as a coach, and I help onboard other entrepreneurs who want to start their own home business in health and fitness and align them up with Team Beachbody so that we can work on their professional skills, build their experience towards success. So we're going to be talking about how you can actually really grow your business with people that you're just nervous to talk to, or you're scared that you'll offend them, or you'll think that you'll then be labeled as that person that people should avoid. These little tips are going to help you be able to grow a lot faster, and it doesn't matter which company or business or products that you offer. These will help you grow your own business. First things to consider is that you can't prejudge anyone, no matter what you're offering. So if it's your business, like say for me, where I can talk to people about joining and becoming a Beachbody coach as well, and helping other people with their health and fitness journey, but also developing a business with it, creating professionalism and entrepreneur skills and leadership skills. So I could talk to people about that. I could talk to them about a physical product. So if you have the wraps or a skincare line or a workout system, if you've got a product that you're selling, or even just a service, like a consulting service, you'll be able to use these types of techniques to be able to help anyone move towards their goals, because that's really what it's about. You're in your business, or you're doing your business because it's something that you love and that it probably impacted your life one way or another, and you really want to help other people move towards their goals. And maybe that person that you've been judging really wants to do this, but you just judged and decided, no, I'm not going to talk to them about it. So in all, the first rule, no matter what, is don't prejudge people. Don't prejudge someone because they're super successful at their corporate CEO business, that they're not wanting to look at another opportunity. You can't prejudge someone is not sociable because they never join any of the school activities, that they would never want to do this because they don't talk to many people. You can't prejudge no matter where someone is in their life, because you have no idea what's going on in their head. All you can do is present an opportunity and let them decide what they would do with it. When you are talking with someone that you want to really share your business, your products, or an opportunity with them, is really first always consider talking about stories and experiences. So rather than going up to someone, so I'm in the health and fitness industry, so rather than me going up to someone and saying, hey, it's springtime, you need to get your butt in shape. You want to join my challenge training group? That would be a huge insult. We have no idea what someone's goal is. I'm not going to judge someone's body as being in or out of shape. I'm not going to do that. But in my natural conversations that I'm having with people, whether it's online or if I'm out and about, at the kids' school, or if I'm at the park, or if I'm at Taekwondo, or if I'm at the gym, in my natural conversations that I'm just having with people and genuinely wanting to get to know them, I'm just going to ask questions. And the first thing that I can always talk about are stories and experiences. So I can easily bring in my own experience and the time of the year that it is right now. Gosh, it's spring. I mean, before we know it, that sun is going to be out and I'm going to be living in a bathing suit. I really got to tighten up on my training and my eating. And one of the things that I always do is make sure that I'm doing a training group, because I need that accountability. And so in that group, I explain kind of what I'm doing, but my story of, I got to whip myself into shape, and this is what I'm doing. So the stories and what you're sharing, always consider, especially if it's your own personal story or experience, you always want to add in, and the reason why I decided to do this. So it's spring, summertime's coming real quick, and my butt's going to be in a teeny tiny bikini real soon, and I'm not liking the way my butt looks. So the reason why I'm going to join that training group is because I need that accountability. I need people to keep eyes on me so I keep doing what I said I'm gonna do. I can share stories like that, my experiences with different products. Now say you don't have that story. Say you're trying to share your business opportunity, and you yourself don't have that insane success yet to talk about. You surely have that success built already in the company. And it doesn't necessarily need to be someone that you're connected to or you know. While you're talking with someone, you can easily bring up a story and say, you know what? I was listening to our company's weekly call, and there was a girl on there. She told her story about how when she was getting started, she was 5 kids, had a full-time job, and was running with her head cut off, so busy. But what she ended up doing was just sharing someone else's story that impacted you or makes sense to why you're talking about that experience. So the things to always remember is make sure that you always share a story, no matter if it's your own personal one, an experience or result of something that you just did and why and what it happened for you, as well as it could be someone else's story that is stuck in your mind or makes sense towards the topic and what you're talking about. But always remember, if it's a story of your own, then always include the reason why I. So let's go on to number 2. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is ask questions. So rather than coming up with a story, so if I'm having a normal conversation with someone at the gym and we just got done doing our workout, rather than me telling my story about how I really got to get my butt in shape, why don't you open up the door and ask questions? Now, don't think that your questions have to be leading them towards a sale or hooking them in. Don't think of it that way, because your questions could be for your benefit. Nothing is better than someone being asked for their opinion or their advice or their tips. Someone will feel flattered that you trust them enough or you see value in them enough that you're asking them for feedback. So in that situation like I'm talking about, if I'm having a conversation with someone, I can ask them questions. I could honestly say, you know what, I've really been lax in my workouts and I'm really trying to figure out how can I really stick to it this time. And I would love, do you have any tips? Like, what's the number one thing that when you don't want to work out that day, what do you do to make sure that you just work out that day? What's the number one thing that you do to motivate yourself? Asking them questions to be able to help them feel that connection for you. And their questions and answers could be totally off topic, not relative to your business. Because the number one thing is always making sure that you're building relationships with people and having those conversations where you're not trying to push someone into a corner and that you feel like a salesy, icky person. Asking questions for your own personal self. Asking for tips, asking how did you do? What do you do? Where do you get your workout clothes? Where did you get those sneakers? Asking questions that's going to move forward towards whatever that goal is that you were talking about. You can flip it on the other side and ask them, well, what are you going to do? Are you joining any training group? Are you doing the gym's 90-day challenge here? What are you going to do? When you're asking them questions, and they're coming up without an answer, they feel lost, they don't know what to do, or they really want to make this happen and they just don't know how, you can always say, have you considered? Have you considered is so much better than saying you should. Who likes to be told you should? I don't want to be told you should. You know, we put up a wall and be like, don't tell me what to do. I don't want you to tell me what to do. So always consider saying, have you considered? If you're having a conversation, asking them questions about what are they doing? How are they moving their business forward? How are they going to get that raise and promotion at their job? What are they planning to do with their 10 kids and having no freedom of time? Whatever your question is to them, and if they don't have a directional path, a goal that they can achieve, have you ever considered using this product? Have you ever considered joining this training group? Have you ever considered looking at this business opportunity? Because all you're doing is saying, here, have you ever? And you're not saying you should. Because you should is making a judgment call on them. And again, we don't want to make that judgment because you have no clue what they want to do, who they are, and what they're capable of. Honestly, I'll tell you a little secret here. I've been in this business now for 9 years, and there's been plenty of people that are amazing. They are rock stars. They're rock stars in their world. I look up to them. I'm like, wowed by them. And I shared this business opportunity with them, so pumped and excited that rock star said yes, and they're joining the team. And in my mind, I'm thinking, man, this is going to be awesome, because their strengths are going to help strengthen even more of this team. It's going to build more of that tribe. We're going to really explode and have a lot more people achieve success. That's in my mind what I'm thinking of who I'm bringing on. And sadly, there's too many times I can say that that person that was a rock star in their world, putting something for what they wanted to do, but never jumped, never started, never did a thing. They let so much time pass that the excitement wore off. And then in their mind, it seems so far away from their decision of when they said yes, that it's going to be kind of impossible to get started because it's been so long that they quit. So I don't know how many times I've signed up a supposed rock star and then they never did a single thing. And I'm sad about that. I'm really sad about it, no matter if the person's a rock star or not a rock star. I'm always sad that when someone decides to make their life better and help other people make their lives better, that they don't even jump, that they immediately put that wall up and then they never feel that they could start. You can always start. There's your sign up date and there's your start date. I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but if you're doing your own home business, and say for instance like me, it's in network marketing, there's a sign up date and there's a start date. My sign up date was May 31st of 2008. My start date was, what's the month for? April. April of 2008. Sounds weird, right? A month before I even joined? Yeah, because that was me. Because I found out about what this was about and I researched the heck out of it. And then I prepped and researched and studied and contacted a ton of people prior to me even signing up to share the business opportunity with them. So I did things that way. That's one way. But then there's the other way. You can sign up on your start date or sign up date and start on that same date. There's another way. You can sign up and your start date could be 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. Because your start date is the date that you officially decided enough is enough. And I'm making a change and I'm going to do this. And sometimes it's, what is it called? Eating pie? What is it called? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Where you gotta eat humble pie. You gotta eat humble pie. If you've been so gone and far removed and it's really your fault that you just disappeared, no matter how much support and help that you had, but now you gotta come and eat humble pie, if that's what it is. That's fine. Be that big person and do that, because that is going to help you grow so much more. It's actually going to help you when that same situation happens to you. Third point is this: no matter what you're offering, so if it is products, if it is services, if it is a business, no matter that there could be 100,000 people in the business selling the same exact thing. Like my company, there's over 400,000 of us selling size, P90X, TurboFire, Pio. There's over 400,000 of us selling the exact same thing. There's over 400,000 of us that can tell someone about the coaching opportunity. There's the same amount of people. What is the difference? Difference is you. The difference is you, and that certain people are going to connect with you and certain people are not going to connect with you, and that's totally okay. Because you want to make sure that you feel a connection. I'm not saying you guys have to be BFFs, but there has to be a point of connection. And sometimes it's not with you, and that's perfectly okay. You can't be insulted by that. Sometimes someone is talking to you about a certain product and you didn't know that they're actually talking to 2 other people about the same product because they're shopping for the right person to join with. And then you get upset because they didn't go with you. You have to be okay with that. And I'm totally okay with that because the next time, that next person that's shopping around might choose me the next time. We're on the internet and nobody really knows exactly what you're doing besides the deep dark web, what you're doing in all your paces and your movements, and probably Mark Zuckerberg. I think the deep dark web and Mark Zuckerberg have complete knowledge of our whole lives. I think that's the case. But realistically, we could talk to multiple people about the same exact topic and find the right person, the right answer, or the answer we might want to hear. You know, that might be the case. Sometimes people didn't choose you because you didn't tell them the answer that they wanted to hear. And let me give you a quick example on that. Say, for instance, they were shopping around because they wanted to buy that product. So they were talking to 3 different coaches about that product. And when you told them about the product, you told them the full price option that is the normal price that you can sell it for. And you told them how you'd support them. Normal stuff. But then say this other person said, yes, if you buy it, I will totally give you a $25 gift card back. And then this other person said, yes, if you buy it, I'm going to send you a free shake in the mail. So what the person was wanting to hear could have been, who's going to give me the most free stuff? Because that could quite possibly be it. And honestly, I don't want to work with someone who's just trying to find the person that's going to give them the most free stuff. This is a business. It's my time. I'm never asking someone to go to work for free. People will constantly ask you in private messages to train them for free, to give them product for free, and whatever else that you're offering. They're going to ask you for free. And I think the web is kind of creating this entitlement of, well, you're an expert online and you're in a company, so you better pony up and give it to me for free, or you're a bad person. I think that's what the internet is creating. But you yourself, you have to, first of all, value that you are a business. That person asking you to create a workout plan and meal plan for them for free, where, by the way, if you Google it, it's everywhere, 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 everywhere. But that person that's asking you to do that, and then they will get upset if you won't. That's just like telling that person, well, why don't you go to your nursing job for a week and not get paid for it? Go to work for a week and not get paid for it, because this is your job. But the third point is people are Googling for you. So no matter how many people there are doing the exact same thing as you, there's people Googling for exactly what you offer. Millions of Googlers looking for exactly what you have to offer. So how can you be that person that they align up with? You got to start really putting that content out there. It's not put out marketing content. That's the difference. That's the difference that's going to set you aside as being that icky salesperson as opposed to a person that they will want to come to. Be a person of service, support, and offering the type of information that they're looking for free, in a sense. So I know I just talked about, well, don't give it for free. There's a difference, okay? So let's explain something like this. I'm giving this information to you for free. I didn't charge you for anything. And it's because, this is first of all what I love to do. I love to teach. I can't help but think to teach, but I want other people to succeed. But I'm not telling you the exact details and hand-holding you on how to actually get going in your business or how to actually share your business, the exact steps and processes, because that stuff I reserve exclusively to the people who are working personally with me. I'm telling you, really, this is what you should be doing. So I'm telling you what you should be doing, but I'm not telling you exactly how. The hows are reserved to the people who do work exclusive, but the whats, that stuff is easily, I can tell you all day what to do. But the actual follow through and the actual how sometimes is a little bit different sometimes. If you're not putting yourself out there outside of just a daily Facebook motivational post or an Instagram post, but do you have a content living out there so that when someone Googles, your stuff will pop up? So if someone is looking on how to actually use a skincare line that's going to decrease the wrinkles around their eyes, When they Google, they're going to Google a common phrase or term relative to that. And if your blog article and a little YouTube video that you did to show how to put that eye cream on effectively so that you don't create more wrinkles, that's what people are going to tune into. They're going to find you and they're going to see what else you have, and then they may contact you. I use the type of cosmetics that's called It Cosmetics. You may have heard of it. But the infomercial was on Sunday. And while it was on, I was watching it going, okay, should I watch this part again where she takes her makeup off and then she just puts that, I forgot what it's called, bye-bye stuff. I can't remember exactly which one it's called, all over, and then her face is totally great again. Should I just watch it? I said, no, you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go YouTube search for someone who shows you how to put that makeup on so that you don't create more wrinkles up in her. Like, I just said I was going to go do that. So now if, say for instance, there was a rep for It Cosmetics, I might find their video and then I might love them to death that I'll buy my products through them. So be that person that people find offering that information for what they're looking for. And when they align right up with you, they're going to want to work even closer with you. So those are the 3 tips that I'm going to be offering on how you can do it without being an icky person. Is really share stories. So really speak more from experience and stories. Second thing is ask a lot more questions, either for your own personal gain, for tips, motivation for yourself, or where did you get, or ask questions of, well, what are you doing? You keep complaining about your job, so what are you doing to try to improve that? And the third one is people are Googling for an answer to a question all the time. And are you going to be found with that answer because you are putting that type of information out? I coach many entrepreneurs, and a lot of the times I see great things that they're doing. And a lot of the times they're using the products and they're constantly sharing their motivation and journey and results and just putting up there on Facebook. But that stuff is a dime a dozen. When you're just using Facebook to constantly put a post up as an update, that's a dime a dozen. That's really not offering someone direction. It's a good for you kind of post, but really what's in it for them? So if you really want to excel and be a person that people want to work with, if you want more customers, if you want more people to join you in your business opportunity, start being a person that helps and teaches other people what you're learning or experiencing. So if you're, for the first time, using a meal plan that you've never used before, rather than just follow it and then say, hey, look at my results, that's amazing, now buy it from me. It would be so much better that during the process, you were showing, oh my gosh, I never knew how to cut a tomato, but now watch, this is how I cut a tomato. This is amazing. You show the process, and as you learn it, because as you're learning it, after you've known it for a while, you forget what you didn't know. And someone else was there or is there, and they don't know. So start sharing that stuff along the way, rather than the, hey, just look at my results. Hey, look at this shiny person over here. Look at this product you can buy. Who cares? That stuff means nothing when it comes to social media. I would love to keep hearing more from you. So please put in the comments. I want you to share with me in the comments one tip that you can offer that's going to help other entrepreneurs share their product or service or business better. And if you have something that someone did for you and you loved it, you weren't turned off by it, share that tip. Because if we can all help each other, we're going to grow all of our businesses and have a lot more success ourselves. So put in the comments one technique, a tip, or a way to be able to talk to more people without being that icky person. But what felt good to you? What did someone do for you that you're like, yes, totally, I will buy everything you have, because that's the way that they talked with you about it, or that's the process that they did. So please put that in the comments, because I would love us to all help each other, and come back and visit if you get more notifications on that as well. But the other thing is, if by chance you are considering getting involved in a health and fitness business, you want me to help you get started, then I am aligned up with Team Beachbody. As you can see on my Facebook page, I am not a poster board for Team Beachbody. I'm a poster board for Christine Dwyer. And the skills, what I learned, I help people with that. And the platform and the vehicle that I use so that I have a sugar daddy is Beachbody. I know their products work. I've used them for years. I've lost all my baby weight 2 times, 2 C-sections, using their products. So I know they work. And obviously I live this life, a healthy fitness lifestyle, that this is just my jam. You know, I'm loving to help people be able to nutritionally help themselves better, as well as in multiple other ways. So feel free to go to thecoachedge.com, thecoachedge.com. And I have a short little video there, 7-minute video that talks about what coaching is, as well as how do you make money and all that type of stuff there, if you are interested. But if you are really interested and you want to beat everyone to the punch, like get me to the front of the line, Walmart, then shoot me a message right here, right now. Say, I want to talk about coaching. Let me know, because I'll talk with you about it. I'm not going to stalk you. I'm not that girl. But I appreciate you guys being on here. Thank you so much for sharing this. Please put those comments in, because I really want us to help each other. But also, you can just put a comment and say, thank you very much, and see you on your way. I appreciate y'all.